Oi, how's it going? It's me, your boy, Wave Emote here. Hope you're doing well today. For today's video, we're over on Bedrock Edition. Man, it's been a minute. A couple of weeks ago, I released a video going over 10 smaller features coming to Minecraft Java Edition in the 1.16 update. That video, it was a hit. You guys seem to like it. I know a lot of you elites play on Bedrock Edition, so I decided that I'd make one of those videos for Bedrock. Today, we're going to take a look at 5 smaller features coming to Minecraft Bedrock Edition in the 1.16 update. We'll take a look at the features, break them down, and talk about what they mean for the game too. Bedrock 1.16, it's a gigantic update. I could totally make a part 2. There's plenty of features. If you want to see that, drop a like on today's video. If you enjoy the video, let me know down in the comments below. Feature number 1, or should I say features. The first thing that we're taking a look at in today's video is actually 2 separate things. Now this thing was coming to Minecraft 1.16 before Minecraft 1.16 was even a thing. Yes, you got that right. Take a look at 2 brand new enchantments, curses, coming to Minecraft in the 1.16 update. So, Bedrock Edition players, you're gonna have to get familiar with the Curse of Binding curse and the Curse of Vanishing curse, because you're gonna start noticing them really soon. Now thankfully these curse enchantments aren't really like normal enchantments. You won't get these from the enchanting table, which is a really good thing. But if you like looting end cities, maybe you like fishing, well unfortunately once 1.16 drops you're gonna have the chance to find or catch something with one of these bad curses on it. Or if you're really evil and you have one of these curses in book form, you can actually put them on things with an anvil. And that can get pretty dangerous. So that's good and all, but what do these curses do? Well, first we'll take a look at the Curse of Vanishing. The Curse of Vanishing is the less bad curse of the 2 curses, at least in my opinion. So the Curse of Vanishing can go on just about anything in Minecraft. It has a lot of range. You could have it on your trident, you could have it on a bow, a sword, a pickaxe, even a compass in 1.16. Now let's say I had this compass in my inventory. Maybe this is a new lodestone compass and I have, of course, the Curse of Vanishing on it. Maybe I also have my trusty pair of elytra. But then something bad happens. What happened? No clue. Just something bad. And I hit the respawn button. I respawn and those items, they're gone forever. The Curse of Vanishing will make whatever item that curse is on vanish forever if it's in your inventory when you die. So if you happen to have this curse on your favorite chestplate, your bow Walter, maybe your netherite pickaxe, don't do anything dangerous with those items in your inventory. If they're in a chest, they're safe. They're fine. They won't go anywhere. Now the other curse. This curse could be really evil, especially if you play with friends. So, the Curse of Binding. What does the Curse of Binding do? Well, the Curse of Binding binds things to you. So what does it go on? Well, something that you can put on. So maybe a piece of armor or some type of helmet. If you have, say, the Curse of Binding on, I don't know, let's say a dragon head, and you put that dragon head on, well, in survival, that dragon head is not coming off. If you have it on pants, same deal. Those pants aren't coming off. You're going to have to go into creative mode to get this stuff off. It's stuck on you until this happens. Then it falls on the ground. If you have this curse on your gear and then something bad happens, don't worry. This gear will not disappear. It's just when you put it on in survival, it's not coming off until you die. So yep, definitely don't accidentally put this stuff on. This next feature is a really big feature if you're into Minecraft bees. In the Bedrock 1.16 update, bee nests will now be farmable actually. You can now grow bee nests, the natural ones. So, to do this, you're going to need either a birch sapling or an oak sapling. You'll also need a flower and some bone meal. If we place this sapling down and then we have a flower within 2 blocks of it, so let's say right there, that's definitely within 2 blocks, and then we bone meal this, that tree has a 5% chance to grow with a bee nest on it. Now 5% isn't the highest chance in the world, but it's better than nothing. So admittedly, if you're trying to make this happen, this could take a lot of time, but this is a lot better than what it was previously. Before this change, you needed to actually go out in your world and explore, and hey, would you take a look at that? That's a little glitchy though. That was meant to be a new tree. Anyways, before this change, if you wanted to find bees and you didn't have any, you would need to go out in your world and explore, and hope for a bee nest to generate on one of the trees in one of the biomes that it can generate in. Now, you can just grow these things right back over at your base, and then eventually, if you do this for long enough, sooner or later, you'll have some brand new bee friends at your base. To be clear, the flower type, that's not important. You could use dandelions, you could use a poppy, you could use an oxeye daisy. I don't know about these 2 things though. Sapling though, very important. Oak or birch only. Podzol. It's a really cool looking block. If you're into terraforming, this block is very useful. If you're into mushroom farming, this block is also pretty useful because you can plant mushrooms on it no matter the light level. That's something that you can't do on grass. But a little bit of a bummer. Before Minecraft 1.16 on Bedrock Edition, Podzol was kind of tricky to get your hands on. If you wanted this stuff, you needed to head over to a mega taiga forest biome. Once you got to that biome, you would need to dig it up with a silk touch shovel. Well, the whole silk touch thing, that's still a thing in this update, but the finding a mega taiga biome, that's not really a thing anymore, actually. In Bedrock 1.16, you will be able to grow Podzol by growing a gigantic spruce tree. So 2x2 of spruce saplings, we bone meal this thing, and Podzol is now on the ground. Now sure, it does look a little bit messy, but if you contain your tree farm area, it won't be that big of a deal. If you're trying to create any type of garden area, Podzol is your block. Maybe you're trying to create some sort of animal pen that looks really messy, well, Podzol, that is your block. Maybe you're just trying to create some kind of campground, again, Podzol would be your block. My point here, Podzol, it's actually pretty useful, and this change makes it a whole lot easier to get. If we want Podzol to grow with our giant spruce trees, we're going to need to have a dirt or a grass block around these trees. If we have something like sand, the Podzol will not replace it, which means you can actually stop this from happening if you create a little bit of a border around your gigantic spruce tree farm with a block that won't turn into Podzol. Maybe planks. Planks would work great. So now if you're trying to get your hands on a lot of Podzol, you can actually do that really easily, all from the comfort and safety of your own base. But remember, you will need a silk touch tool to harvest this stuff. If you do it with your normal hand, it's not going to work. This next one, oh boy, this is a controversial one. A lot of people don't like it, but first, if you're enjoying the video, make sure you leave a like. Coming to Minecraft Bedrock Edition in the Nether update 1.16, this right here. Take a look at that. That is indeed an emote, the wave emote to be even more specific. That is something. It's a new way to communicate. Hello, horse. How you doing? How you doing, my guy? A little too close. But wait, that's not all. If we press this change emotes toggle right there, we're taken over to the character creator. Right here, we have even more emote slots, and actually, there are a couple other emotes that you may not have seen in the game right now. We're gonna go ahead and equip them. This one too, perfect. And now we can go over to the game and do what I've always wanted to do, which is point over there. Look at, there's a pig. It's over there. Yeah, it's just very different, but I guess it's kind of cool. I guess, I mean, why not? Big clap energy for the emotes. Big clap, look at that. No sound effects though. I will have to add those in editing. Big clap. Alright, keep it at 100% real here. Don't know how I feel about the emotes. It's a little bit weird feeling, but then again, I don't know how I feel about the blinking skins, and those are in the game anyways too, so I think it's just something that we're going to have to get used to. Mojang will definitely not remove them at this point. Eventually, we are obviously going to start to see more emotes. Will they be for sale on the marketplace? Good question. Not a clue at all. But as of this point in time, Bedrock 1.16 will come with at least 3 brand new emotes. If you're playing on keyboard, you can access this emote wheel by pressing the B key. If you're playing on a controller, well, your boy doesn't know. Good luck. Finally, last but not least, what if I told you Bedrock 1.16 comes with 3 secret blocks? Would you believe me? Well, you should, but you also shouldn't. They're not really secret, but they're definitely mysterious. These are the blocks right here. The allow block, the deny block, and the border block. Now, these blocks, if you're trying to find them, you're going to have to look somewhere else. They're not in the creative inventory. If you want these blocks, you're going to have to use the /give command. So let's say I wanted, I don't know, maybe another allow block. We're going to have to use this command right here, hit enter, and boom, we have another allow block. Now, what do these blocks do? Well, for starters, because you have to use commands to get these blocks, these aren't going to be survival mode blocks. These are definitely blocks that will be a whole lot more useful for, let's say, map makers, people like that. We'll start with the border block. Right here, we have a row, a line of border blocks. If I walk up to these things in survival mode, I'm not going to get through anywhere here. I can't jump over them. I can't walk under them. I'm just not getting through, and that's because these create pretty much a world border from the top of the world all the way down to bedrock. If you're in creative mode, of course, you can fly right over these, but in survival, it's a permanent, unbreakable border. Even entities can't get past this border, so Minecraft Villager, it's trapped. Minecraft Pig would be trapped as well. All entities, all players, all things can't go through these things in survival mode. You also cannot break these blocks. Now, let's say you're a map maker. You build a really cool house. You want players to stay by that house. That's the point of the map. It's just a house. Well, you could use these blocks, bury them way down by bedrock around the perimeter of that house, and players will have to stay by that house as long as they're in survival mode. As soon as they're in creative mode, though, they can fly right past them and they can break them. The other two blocks sort of go hand in hand. First, we have the allow block. Second, we have the deny block. Now, these blocks affect all of the blocks above them, but to the sides, below, they don't affect them. So right here, all of these blocks, I've just placed them. That's cool. Over here, I just placed all of these as well. Now, if I flip into survival mode, we'll actually see this thing's true function. Over here, the allow block. I am allowed to actually break these blocks right here. Meanwhile, these blocks, the ones over the deny block, I actually can't break them. Impossible. To my understanding, the allow block is going to be a whole lot more useful in adventure mode though. Here I am in adventure mode. The thing with adventure mode, I can't just break everything. But if there's an allow block placed there, I can actually break all of these blocks. So imagine you make a maze map. You don't want players, of course, breaking the walls of the maze, so you could use these deny blocks to stop that from happening. But there are some spots where you want players to dig. Well, that's where this thing comes in over here, the allow block. The deny block in particular could also come in handy if you're the owner of a realm or a server. Maybe you have some sort of build on the server that you don't want players messing with. We'll place a bunch of deny blocks down below it, and players will never be able to mess with it. Right here, all of these deny blocks for that block, that's safe forever. This one would be too, and this one, and that one. Okay, you get the point. Finally, these three blocks coming in Minecraft 1.16, they're actually not new. These are all Education Edition blocks. They will definitely be very useful for map makers though. And so, elites, if you've been keeping track, that was 5. Those are 5 smaller features coming to Minecraft Bedrock Edition in the 1.16 update. How many did you know about? Did you know about them all? Did you know about none of them? Let me know your score down in the comments below, and if you'd like to see a part 2, let me know by leaving a like. If this video can pass something like maybe 10k likes, I'll make a part 2. Thank you all so much for watching. Today, I'd like to send a big thank you, a big shout out to my patrons, Calberti and Bowser254. It's been me, your boy Water. Until next time, stay fresh, gamers. I'll see you around.